this. So, big shot. Yes! Down there. Come on. Come on. Oi, you damn fool. Come on. Show me another joke. Go on then.
There you are, son. The keys to freedom, excitement, and an enhanced sexual profile. You know, in some cultures, the way a youth enters the adult world is that they have to eat the entrails of a lion without the beast noticing. In our culture, you have to be able to reverse round a corner without touching the curb. Being able to drive is a modern rite of passage. One day you're a boy or a girl with a crush on the intelligent one out of Take That. The next you're a man or a woman with a Lada key on a Porsche keyring. Mr. and Mrs. K's catalogue used their cars to get from A to B. But you know that there's more to these mean machines than somewhere to put your roof rack. They're your first opportunity to show the world the real you. It's goodbye to Spamhead and hello, little red Corvette. What these young Turks don't know is that if it's your first year driving, you're up to 4 times more likely to be involved in an accident than experienced drivers. And it gets worse. If you're under 21, you're 7 times more likely to have an accident than I am. Young people, particularly males, are the most likely to kill or be killed on our roads. And yet, when asked in the drive survey, nearly half the lads rated their driving skills as excellent. Whoa, bogus. Now, I know this is going to upset a lot of you who reckon you can handle a car like Tom Cruise in Days of Thunder. But if you're looking to reach your next birthday, it doesn't matter how you handle a car. So, if driving skills aren't the most important thing, what is? New drivers have been probed in the labs to find out why they're more likely to crash. Rookie drivers can be up to 2 seconds slower in clocking not only the writing on the wall, but the wall itself. 2 seconds, even at relatively low speeds, is an awfully long time. 1 kangaroo, 2 kangaroos. The biggest difference between a safe driver and an unsafe driver is expecting the unexpected, even the very unexpected. Ready for your paso doble, Mr. Merryweather? One of the reasons why new drivers don't notice hazards is that when we first start driving, we're much more concerned with what's happening under our noses than the car that's about to pull out 3 blocks away. But there's a whole world beyond the rear bumper of the car in front that you wouldn't believe. Ignore it at your peril, for the men with the grey suits and biros are watching you. Misjudged the bend, totaled the car, insurance premium went up by £1,500. End of story. Loved driving, but unfortunately, after the accident, had a tip with the insurance company. If you're reeling under a huge bill for third-party insurance, wait till you screw up.
I felt I was a pretty good driver, that I could handle a car, that a severe crash wouldn't really happen to me. I felt as if nothing could happen, nothing could go wrong. But once the unexpected comes up, you have no chance. You still feel safe, but it was proved that I was wrong. I was going down the country lane on my way to work. I was doing about 40 miles an hour. I've been driving for about 1.5 years. I felt comfortable in the cars, that I could drive them and pretty much handle it. I was approaching a bend and the car coming from the other way cut the corner. I just went straight into the car that was following him. I in fact didn't think it was that much of a major crash until I suddenly looked at his car. I suddenly thought, like, crikey, because the cars were just in a big state. I suppose if I'd been going 30, it might have given me more time to avoid the crash, and maybe I'd have still had my car now. My insurance before for third-party fire and theft was £340. When I got an estimate afterwards, the cheapest one was for £1,000. I don't think I'll be able to drive again, really, for another couple of years.
Now we, yes we, on the Drive programme, are able to make you, yes you, the offer possibly of your lifetime. Less aggro, less guilt, lower insurance premiums, lower accident rate. Simple steps to safer motoring that are as simple as driving better. To start off with, ease off the gas and give yourself more time. People, like cheap electronic organisers, can only process a certain amount of information at a certain rate. Driving already pushes our processing skills to the limit. If you drive fast, you're pushing yourself beyond that limit. Nobody in their right mind actually wants to slam into somebody's sister when they're driving their little runabout down a cosy back street at 45 miles an hour. It just, sort of happens. Every time. Honest. It's an accident. That doesn't do much to help the nearest and dearest. Shunts!
What happened? Didn't you see me stop? I mean, I was stopped for long enough. I was miles away.
Pardon the language, but shunts are a common cause of grief. They happen because when we drive, we gamble. You see, it's only a matter of the odds that the driver in front isn't going to slip into a handbrake turn, spin like a dervish, and emerge as the beautiful butterfly. When you're driving too close, you're gambling with your life, and the bookmaker from hell collects his debts in a flash. It's that bloody quick. And what's the point? You're gonna get anywhere quicker by risking your neck, your car, and your no claims bonus. Give yourself more time and enjoy your journey. Ease off. A 2-second gap between you and the car in front is safe. 1 kangaroo, 2 kangaroos. Never kid yourself that driving skills are going to get you out of trouble. Drive like this in real life, and big scores are going to add up to noughts on your car insurance and points on your license. Oh, and you kill people, of course. So don't be a dickhead. Ease off the gas. Next year, the population of a small village will die needlessly. They won't die of AIDS or cancer or be killed by a terrorist bomb. They'll die because we'll try to knock off a couple of minutes on our journey home.
Unfortunately, there's been
and yet another accident on the Dedham Road, quite a nasty one this time. Police say it will be some time before the...
When we drive, we pass through an astonishingly different range of environments. The majesty of our city centres, the new towns, the suburban rat runs, alongside the battleship Potemkin, within the hanging gardens of Babylon, in and out of the intricate folds of a sea lion's fallopian tubes. Hang on, somebody's been buggering about with me A to Z. Now, where amongst this glorious tapestry of highways and byways and other places that I mentioned are you most likely to buy the farm? You're most likely to have an accident within 5 miles of your house. Town roads are where you're most likely to hit or be hit. Of all these hurdles, the most likely to trip you up is the Humble Junction. Look but fail to see is what they call it. Or as we say, driver pulling out when temporarily soft. You know the feeling. You look left, you look right, you look left again. Everything seems to be clear. And then, before you know it...
I've got scars on my neck and on my head. And I broke my jaw. And I was unconscious for 2 days. When my mum came to see me, she just burst into tears. It is a terrible thing. It's just something I've tried to block out. The junction was just round the corner from my house. It's one I cross fairly regularly. I was amazed that it happened, really. I can't believe that I didn't see it, because it's, you know, there is quite a wide visible stretch, so I was just told at a later date that it was my fault and I'd pulled out in front of the van and bang. This van just shunted me about 60 foot across the road, through someone's garden fence and wrapped me around their tree. The passenger side was completely written off, and if I'd have had a passenger there, I mean, they'd have undoubtedly been killed. I mean, I was quite in a bad way myself. Where I'd gone forward, I'd headbutted the mirror, and it had cut my forehead. And of course, blood had just poured down my face, so they didn't know how bad a state I was in. You look and you can't believe that, you know, I couldn't have seen it. If it was a little motorbike or something, maybe I wouldn't have noticed, but a great big transit van, there I was, around the tree. When I first got behind the wheel of a car again, it was a bit nerve-wracking for the first couple of weeks. Every sort of traffic light, every junction you come to, it could be a potential death trap. You think it looks normal, and it could just happen like that in the blink of an eye.
Sitting in your monster-rooney sex on wheels while other cars fly past is one of life's great frustrations.